Hi YouTube, it's another Cocktail Wednesday. I hope you've had a fabulous week. The weather's gorgeous here in Florida. 80s, low humidity. That's why the hair is still straight. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about and you've never been here before, I'm Anneke Van Buren and I'm from Tampa, Florida. And I'm a grandmother many times over, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to stop having fun. But part of what I like to do is entertain my friends, and I love to mix cocktails for them. So I thought, why don't I do some for you? Today I'm going to do a variation of a French 75. So it's a simple drink. You don't need to have that many things on hand. Of course, a bottle of champagne or Prosecco or any kind of sparkling wine, cava, Asti Spumante, whatever, would be fine. But I happen to have Prosecco. So we're going to start today. I've got some ice in this shaker already. And I'm going to start with 1 ounce of rum. There we go. Now this recipe called for a ½ ounce of lime juice, but I just used Bacardi Limon. So I'm not going to use a ½ ounce of lime juice. I'm going to only use 1/4. So, and I'm out of fresh lime, so I'm going to use this. Let's see what we got here. Okay. There we are. And then 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. Yes, I had it made already. There we go. Now, those ingredients, those 3, I'm going to shake. Obviously, I'm not going to shake it. Prosecco. It's a bubbly. Okay. We're going to take this top off. We're going to strain this right into a champagne glass. And then, my favorite friend, Prosecco. I'm using a different brand today. It says 2 to 3 ounces or 2 to the top. Well, I think it's going to be more than 2 or 3 ounces. There we go. In case you're wondering, I had this left over from yesterday and I did my magic spoon trick last night. Just put any kind of a spoon in the top of the champagne bottle and it'll stay fizzy. See? So it does work. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh, that's good. It's tangy with the Bacardi Limon, and then the lime juice, and then that honey syrup just kind of balances it off. So that's it for me. I have to go to the gym. I have been enjoying myself lately, food-wise, and it's showing up. So it's time to get back to basics and back to keto. Although I have good plans every day, and I don't always stick to my guns, so I need to do that. So I'm just wearing a very mini skirt today. It's a black and white houndstooth with thigh-high suede boots, and this is an over the shoulder sweater in an off-white. Actually, this is an off-white in here, not really a white. So let me turn around, you can see the back of this. And yes, here, let me do that again. It is short, be okay to wear here where I live. It would not be okay to wear out in Tampa as a granny. What I would wear with this out in Tampa is a faux leather midi skirt that comes down to about here, which would be really cool, and then some leather boots underneath. So it would be appropriate for a granny to wear that. Now the young girls, they can wear whatever they want. The older we get, the more we have to cover up, except for where I live. I live in an open-minded community, and so it's sort of expected you're going to dress crazy, which is fun. You can be whoever you want to be here, and there's nobody going, oh, you shouldn't wear that, you're too old. And now you know my mindset. So I hope you'll try this. If you have some Prosecco in the house, and you have some rum, and usually people cook with honey. If you have a significant other, there's probably honey in the pantry. You just want to mix that with hot water and honey. Thin it down a little. You could mix it 2 to 1. You could mix it 1 to 1. It depends on how rich you want it. And you can just keep that in the fridge and it'll be good to go for a while. It's good for you too. So, I hope you're planning on a nice week, an even greater weekend wherever you might be. I know some parts of the country are really chilly right now. And we kind of have this chilly atmosphere in the whole country right now. So what do you say we just try and be nice to our neighbor who might not be in agreement with us politically? Maybe we could start a new trend of everybody not isolating themselves from people who have differences. It used to be years ago that you could have discussions and people could keep their cool. They weren't mad. They weren't calling each other names. Some of the insults that I see on social media just take my breath away. You know, what goes around comes around, folks. You don't want to put that stuff out there. So, turn it around. Think some positive things toward your neighbor. And then if they can't behave themselves, then just stay away from them, that's all. So don't forget to share a smile today. It just might make that person's day. They might have a rougher life than you've ever even thought of. We never know what others are enduring and walking through in their lives. A little kindness goes a long way. Please don't forget that. I will see you next week. If you like this channel, if you like the content, please comment, subscribe, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up. All of those things help in the algorithm. I don't make a dime off of this channel because my site is considered adult. And so no one's going to sponsor an adult content maker. Kind of hypocritical, but I don't make the rules. So I'm not getting paid for being here. I just like doing it for you. Have a blessed week. Namaste, my friends. Let me find my little clicker. And I will say, until next time.